Good morning, everybody. I'm super pleased to join you again. Today we are going to talk about the efficiency of the layout, especially fighting against what we call the visual ruptures. You know that one of the most important KPI in India is turnover per LM. So basically it's our capacity to generate a higher performance on the same space. That's why we try to provide important tools, and one of them is the CAD plan. So you know that for the CAD plan you can find different densities, so you can choose your own densities. So for all the ranges, 1, 2 and 3, the SciencePort always release what they called the OptiCAD plan. OptiCAD plan is just the average sale format. So it's a traditional CAD plan which is based, I would say, on the average store of Decathlon Sport India. Then you have also a higher density which is called mini. So usually the SciencePort provide this when they find it useful for range 1 and for range 2, so that the smaller stores can really optimize their layout on a better manner. Finally, you have another option which is the flex. So it's more for big stores, when you want to extend the size of the family, when you want to double implant your bestseller, you try to use the flex to get really a better visibility to all the best model you sell locally. Flex plans are only available for range 3, and then once again it's a local choice to say no, I will keep with my Opti, or I will select the mini and the flex. Despite the availability of the CAD plans in different densities, despite the motivation of all the teams, we are facing a huge amount of difficulties in terms of making sure that the pegs, the shelves and the baskets are really, I would say, optimized. You can see one example just behind me. What are the reasons for so many empty pegs in our stores? First one, the range is changing from one year to another. So sometimes you will keep one peg completely empty, despite the fact that the product is not anymore in the range. Sometimes the SciencePort, they provide limited editions. So it means that the product is there, but only for a couple of weeks or a couple of months. Sometimes we have some clearance. So the product is definitely, I would say, displayed in the clearance area. But then if you leave the peg empty, once again, the product will never be replenished. Another example also is the fact that you will put the project on TG, you will put the product in the central boxes, you will put the product in your commercial area, sometime in the OPECO wall, and then because we are not super cautious, we will have a lot of, once again, empty fixtures, and the customer will be super disappointed to see them, and probably he will not purchase anything at the end. So, is there anything we can do to make sure that we will fight, against the visual ruptures? So, what are the solutions to really fight against, the empty space, all those empty fixtures that we can see sometime in the store? I'm going to be super honest with you. There is no technical tools, there is no IT tools. It's only based on the common sense. Let's take an example. You can see behind me all these pegs which are totally empty. There is no issue, we have to investigate and we need to check how we can better optimize the space. So globally it's very simple. You can see that we have a big 540s over there, and it's very simple to say that instead of having one quantity or two quantities on some racks, I would say use my space to better, I would say, locate all the products that I can find over there. Then for sure, maybe I will recover in terms of receiving more products in the coming weeks, but I cannot, I would say, let the space so much empty just because for the fun. So it's very simple to use all the available space and to avoid this feeling of having so many, empty pegs everywhere, which does not make sense. We know when we want to sell and to increase the average basket. So my main feedback is to say, use your common sense, use the products which are available, and don't let, I would say, the space empty, because the rent of the store will stay the same. So there is no reason, I would say, to stay like this and wait, one day, 1 week, without acting on a concrete basis. The second recommendation is try to fix one dedicated slot during the week. For instance, you can say Monday between 11 and 12, I will do that for my entire layout. Like this, you have a good organization, and you know that once a week at least, you will take the lead, you know, on the visual ruptures. So in conclusion, I would like to share one or two figures with you guys according to the visual rupture. First one, we have made a survey at store level, and we are not far from having 15% of the baskets, of the shelves, and for sure the pegs, which are empty, which is a lot when you consider, you know, the size of the store. The second thing which have been checked is when we go deep in detail in terms of checking why the pegs and the shelves and the fixtures are empty. In 80% of the cases, we can solve the problem just by making a nicer facing, like you can see now, you know, in the term of the cycling accessories, by checking the stock, by making sure the product is not on the TG but not available inside the layout. So globally, 80% of the case, it's a merchandising action plan, super simple, you know, to release, and only 20% of cases, it's really a real shortage where you have to double implant another model until the product which is not available will come back in terms of delivery. So globally, what I want to say is 80% of the solution is here in your hands. So I really encourage you to put in place a real strong organization, because I really believe that we can secure a higher turnover per LM and also a much higher conversion at the end. So good luck with your visual rupture check. Try to do it on a weekly basis, and see you next time.